Yo, what is up, guys? I'm gonna do an Asia trade recap. I was asking people in the live what they wanted to see more of, and they found that these trade recaps were very helpful. So I've been trading Asia for like the past 2 months. I haven't really traded New York. If I do, it'll probably just be on evals, just because the price action just hasn't been the best. So a lot of people wanted to know how I trade Asia. Usually takes care of the New York session trade recaps, but I want to go over how I trade Asia and how I kind of view things um, rather than trading New York. So going into today's session, one thing that's important to note is that I'm not on at a specific time during Asia. I'm usually just checking the charts on my phone to see, if anything, clean shows up, and if it does, I'll probably just execute on my phone. But this is the trade I ended up taking today. So going into the higher time frame, we pretty much swept all these higher time frame draws, and we do have this massive gap below us, which I could see price retrace back into. But again, going into Asia, you have to keep in mind that the range is not going to be that big. Like when these big moves do happen, it's either Trump tweeting some bullshit or it happens during New York most of the time. So when it comes to Asia, you want to keep your RR relatively low, probably like a 1 to 1, 1.2, something like that. So going into the day, we were coming off of this bullish 1 hour, or yeah, so we were overall trending higher. We did sweep out these buy side levels, so I did kind of want to see a retracement lower, but I wasn't totally against taking longs because usually Asia will just continue whatever trend that current day had. So today we are relatively bullish, so I'm not opposed to taking longs. You just have to set certain conditions in place, which I'll go over. So going into the day, we swept out these higher time frames. I set this 1 hour bullish fair value gap as my condition to see if we would go higher and sweep these internal highs. If we inverted this gap, which we did now, I would want to see these lows as my next drop, which it looks like we're trending towards these lows now. But going into sort of 9 p.m., 8 p.m., I want to see this 1 hour hold to take price higher to this internal buy side. Now going on the lower time frame, we tapped this 1 hour on the 5 minute and we got a 5 minute inversion. I was not looking at the charts at this time. Again, like I'll probably just check the charts periodically on my phone. So I was not on the charts for this, but this would have been a pretty good setup to take here. Stops at the low, target internal buy side. This would have been a good trade, but when I got on the charts, the price was around here and we were already too high up within this range for me to try and long. So I would want to see a pullback and maybe another inversion to take these highs. So I just waited for a pullback and we got a 3 minute inversion after sweeping these internal lows. As soon as we got this bullish candle, I was pretty confident that we would at least go to this internal buy side. This was my break-even point here, and then we pretty much just flushed to that buy side. But you'll see my RR, not the greatest. It's a 1 to 1, but that's the type of price action you can expect during Asia. But as you can see, the thought process is pretty much the same. You just have to keep certain things in mind, like being okay with a low RR, having more range bounded price, and things like that. So traded New York in the morning. He banked on live, and then I traded Asia yesterday, and then I traded Asia today as well. So I thought I'd also drop this trade recap in there as well. So yeah.